say remix.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to United View. Hope everyone is doing very well. Yes, the knockout stages are upon us of the 2022 Qatar World Cup, and we're going to be doing a live match view today for the Netherlands versus the United States of America. We're on a little bit of Cody Gakpo watch, and possibly, I guess the rumours are to be believed, Christian Pulisic watch, but look, let's park that to one side. It's more of a Cody Gakpo watch. So yes, we're going to be watching the Netherlands versus the USA in the first knockout game of the World Cup, and this is where it really starts to get interesting. I mean, I say that. This is where it starts to get interesting. It's got pretty interesting already, hasn't it? You know what's annoying? So annoying is this talk about FIFA looking to change the World Cup group stage, that they're moving towards like having however many groups of three. Like the last 3 or 4 days, well this week to be honest, has been proof really, hasn't it, of just don't fix what isn't broken, because the excitement, the drama, the spectacle that we've seen over the last week has been fantastic. It really has. And FIFA looking to change that. Oh, forget about it. Forget about it. And forget about it. It's a little bit of a tie into the USA. Forget about it, because that's who they're facing today. The United States of America, of course, that was in England's group as well. So we're going to get into all of the news, team news, stats, you name it, straight away. But before we get into anything, before we get into today's match view, the show, of course, is brought to you by Fresh Ego Kid. Fresh Ego FC will be for the third year facilitating their annual Community Giveback for Campaign for Change to provide an essential hamper and gifts to families from low-income, vulnerable and at-risk families. This year, Fresh Ego FC is partnering with Anthony Joshua's charity, Clean Herts Community. This year, of course, especially with global inflation, fuel poverty, those families, along with other families, will struggle to provide the basics this Christmas. Last year, through donations, Fresh Ego FC was actually able to help 120 families and give back to 120 families. This year, they expect to be supporting more than 350 families, so really a well-worthy cause. If you want to get involved, links in the video description to donate or just to find out more information about how you can support this fantastic cause. But for more information, let's take it to Anthony Joshua with a quick message about this fantastic collaboration.
People, I hope you're good. So the festive period is fast approaching, and what I've come to realise is that a lot of people are actually unsure on how to kind of connect with communities and give back. So what I've done is my organisation has teamed up with another organisation to do some projects where we're going to be doing community work and spending time in communities and doing some give back projects, right? So we want to raise some funds, we want to get some items, because it's going to be rolled out across the whole year as well. This ain't just a one-stop shop. So if you want to get involved, follow the link, follow the Instagram page, the social pages for more info, and your help will be appreciated. We'll be there, I'll be there. It'll be a big community day. Don't worry about that, Leaf. And yeah, we appreciate your support fully, yeah? God bless, be safe, and I'll catch up with you all soon.
Fantastic stuff from AJ there. And again, if you do wish to get involved, if you do wish to donate or just find out more about this fantastic cause, links in the video description. You can donate. It sends you to a Just Giving page, so it's fantastic. And again, well worthy to get involved, especially during this holiday period, which can be difficult anyway, but especially this year with everything going on, it's a well worthy cause. And shout out to Fresh Ego Kid and Anthony Joshua's Community Giveback, the Campaign for Change. So fantastic there. John James has been a member for 3 months. Appreciate 3 months of support, John James. And says, big up UV family, glad to have made this milestone with you. One love, glory, glory, Manchester United. Well, there you go. There you go. And also shout out to the Manchester United women's team as well today. They were playing at Old Trafford. They defeated Aston Villa 5-0. And I believe they're top of the Women's Super League now as well. So shout out to them too. Manchester United. So some Manchester United's got to win something, right? And maybe the women are showing the men how to do it. So fantastic stuff there. Let's see what you're saying in the live chat as well. Michael saying Kevin Owens is here. I'm not Kevin Owens. I wish I was Kevin Owens. Could you believe that? I mean, dream settings. Ijax in the chat as well. Big up Ijax says, cheer for us today, peeps. Unfortunately, Ijax, I'm not going to. You're my friend. And you are, I think, like my pronunciation coach at this point for a lot of the Dutch pronunciations that we have at Manchester United, Erik ten Hag or Cody Gakpo. So I'm getting better. I am getting better, and that's because of you, Ajax. But I'm not going to cheer for you today because I want the Netherlands to go out. And the reason I want them to go out is because then we can just get this Cody Gakpo situation done quickly. It's purely self-centered and selfish reasons. So yes, I'm not going to be cheering for the Netherlands today. It feels weird to say I'll be cheering for the US, and I don't think I will be. I'm not going to be cheering rah-rah. I'm not going to get out my US pom-poms. You know, do all that kind of stuff. That would be weird. But I would probably prefer for the US to win because, look, we've seen big teams go out so far. We've seen Germany out, Belgium out, you know. So the more big teams that can go out, the better it helps England as well. So there you go. As Toby says, Team USA, the less big nations, the better for England. Big up Ajax. Exactly that. But I'm sure as well we've got some... We've got some US people in the chat as well, so be sure to get involved. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe as well, bottom right-hand corner. And Ajax then says, "Come on, Owen, football over soccer." Well, obviously, football over soccer, obviously, but still, it's going to be a really interesting game. Louis van Gaal doing his thing as the Netherlands coach, head coach, trainer coach, as he would say. And look, it's the first time they've been to a World Cup since Louis van Gaal was last manager. There's been this, you know, it really does give me flashbacks actually, because the whole discussion point that I've seen certainly, and I'm hardly in the Dutch media or following them very closely, but I have seen a lot of pushback of they're boring. You know, a lot of the criticism of Holland is that they've been, the Netherlands, is that they've been boring, they've been dull, but they've been getting the job done, which just, again, this is a Manchester United channel, just reminds me so much of 2015-2016, the second season under Louis van Gaal. That was also, I guess, the first season, but there was at least a tinge of excitement during that period of time. Second season, oh, God, it was dull. It was so dull. I was a season ticket holder that season at United, and I think I witnessed like a million 0-0s, especially over that Christmas period. You remember that? It was around this time of the year when Louis van Gaal was in the press conference, and he's, you know, enjoy the wine and the tea and biscuits or whatever it was, have a mince pie, and I'll see you later. And then he left. So, yeah. But I like Louis van Gaal as well. I think he's box office. I think he's tremendous. And he's been through a lot as well. And look, he is a good coach. There's no doubt about that. So today's going to be really interesting. Let's get my headphones in so I can hear the commentary, of course. As, again, they're going to play the national anthems now. I've got to turn them on first. There you go. But Holland just doing the national anthem at the moment. And Ajax says, "Good luck with the stream, buddy. Got to run and watch the game." Absolutely, yes, you do. Good luck, Ajax. You're going to need it, maybe. There is Louis van Gaal. But let us know your predictions as well. Get your predictions in too, as well as smashing a like on the like button, as well as subscribing bottom right-hand corner. Remember, you can also join the UV Members Club. Links in the video description. Get your badges, your emojis, and your exclusive members-only content as well. I'm just getting my my sound sorted. I would have done that before, and I would have been better prepared. But the reason I was not better prepared, you know why I was not better prepared? Because my washing machine lied to me, folks. It lied to me. I thought, I've got plenty of time. I had like about an hour and a half before the stream. And so I thought, oh, I'll do my washing, right? Put my washing in. It told me 45 minutes. It was not 45 minutes. It lied. Fundamentally, it lied to me. I was like, what? How can it not say it's 45 minutes? And then it took like an hour and a half. It was a disgrace. It was a cheat. Why can't I hear anything as well? Tobias says it's probably KG's fault. Probably. I mean, you know, I like to blame KG for a lot of things. Shout out KG, of course, as well. But the USA having their national anthem as well at the moment. A lot of people said they were impressed by the US, you know. A lot of people said that, you know, they thought the US had played quite well against England. Did a good job. Showed aggression. Of course, they beat Iran in the final game as well. 1-0. Christian Pulisic with the goal. Why can't I hear anything? This is annoying. Let me fix these. It's just the worst when this happens. Always the worst. Technology. It will always let you down. Let's try again. But certainly they got some danger men as well. The US, McKennie, Tyler Adams, Musa, all playing well in this tournament so far. And the teams just shaking hands, fist bumping, all that kind of stuff before the kickoff. Michael says Cody Gakpo to score first. They're just showing the teams now. Why am I getting no sound? This is annoying me. Typical. It's a disgrace, it's cheat. Virgil van Dijk, of course, the captain. Nicholas says, I'm backing Van Gaal. There you go. Well, let us know what your predictions are in the chat as well. VAR there too. Let me get my timer ready as well. Gotta remember these things. It's not just when you have to control everything. It's difficult. About this. Technology just doesn't like me today, which is a disgrace. It's a cheat. Toby says, I'm predicting 2-2 and USA to win on pens. If that happens, quote me. Of course I will. You'd be premonition settings. That'd be unbelievable. Right, headphones. I'm going to have a word with these headphones. You work now for me. If you don't work for me, I'm not going to be happy. Okay. That goes in. Cody Gakpo, they're focusing on him. 3 goals in 3, a hat trick of goals in the group stage. Of course, linked to Manchester United as well. Again, that's why I want USA to win. Because if they don't, I just want Cody Gakpo. I want that sorted. If that can get sorted, if that can get achieved quickly because the Netherlands are out of the tournament, then so be it. I'm going to be incredibly biased with this one. Absolutely. No doubt about it. Do what you got to do. The kickoff is about to be underway. Get my timer ready. So I can't even hear the countdown they did before kickoff. It's a disgrace. It's a cheat. Just wait for that countdown. And we're off. We're underway. Yes. Lucas Chan says, hope you're having a good day, Owen. I am, although technology is annoying me. And technology is pissing me off at the moment because my headphones refuse to connect to my television, which I do not like. I do not like this at all. And also as well, I can't hear the dynamite commentary that is Martin Keown as well. Oh, what am I supposed to do? What can I do with myself? Of course, it's a disgrace. It's a cheat. And these AirPods don't even work with this TV as well. Technology. It's disgraceful settings. Let me try again. As USA are on the attack here. Let me try this. Tavern says, who have you got? I mean, most likely, we're looking at most likely the Netherlands winning, realistically, aren't we? Let's be completely honest here, folks. The Netherlands are the favourites. USA are clearly not the favourites. But anything's possible. Look, the World Cup has thrown up some very, very strange scenarios so far and some very strange results. Look, I know Brazil played a rotated side yesterday, but they still lost to Cameroon like that. And it's not as if when you say a rotated side, yes, they haven't played with each other and match rhythm, etc. But still at the same time, like they didn't play particularly well. Brazil and Cameroon played really well, so anything is possible. But once you get into the group stage, pressure increases, and again, you never know. You never know whatsoever with it's because this TV just is hating me today. You never know, but I would say probably Netherlands. But if there was going to be an upset, it might be this game. It really might. See if we can fix this. Disgrace. Cheat. TV trying to get me kicked off YouTube. Oh, he's through on goal. Oh, what a save. Was he offside? No, he hasn't give it. Woohoo, that was a chance. Woohoo. Opening chance for the US there. Ooh. Let's try this again. It worked. There you go. Fixed it. Anything's fixable. Lucas Chan, welcome back to the UV Members Club. Says, forgot to renew my membership. Don't you worry about it. We appreciate the support as always. Right, I can actually focus on the game now. Headphones, technology. Let's turn the TV off and on again. Ah, tremendous. He's playing, he's onside. It's Daily Blint, doesn't get up quick enough, and it's a good save from the goalkeeper. We're back. Right, I was worried about how I was going to do this entire stream. I was thinking, this is going to be a long one if I can't hear anything. But it was Pulisic with the chance, straight away. You got to take those opportunities. Here come the US once again. Ball over the top. Dest is chasing this, but it's Virgil van Dijk. Shepherds that out nicely. As I mentioned, guys, be sure to smash a like on the like button. If my technology struggles weren't worth a like, I don't know what is. Be sure to subscribe as well, bottom right-hand corner. Louis van Gaal, third time he's been the Holland manager. Excuse me, the Netherlands manager. That, I have to get that correct. I spent too long in my lifetime saying Holland instead of the Netherlands when you're talking about the national team. Here's Pulisic once again. Oh, weaving away. First 3 or 4 minutes, I tell you what. USA are up for this. Here comes Memphis Depay. Throw in to the Dutch side. Tavern Production says Dest is Dutch. Well, he came through the Ajax Academy, but he's... I can confirm he's playing for America in this game. Is he simply the Dest? We'll have to wait and see. Of course, Netherlands are playing with a back three or a back five, depending on how you look at it. You've got the likes of Urian Timber, Virgil van Dijk, Nathan Ake as the three centre-backs. Wing-backs are Dumfries and Daily Blint. I tell you what, Daily Blint as a left wing-back is Timothy Weah. Got a midfield of Darun, Dion, Klassen up front, Cody Gakpo, Memphis Depay. Oh, it bounces, ricochets. Weah. He's had a good tournament so far. And I tell you what, the USA have started well. There he is, Gianfranco Infantino, also known as the Emperor. No, no. Unlimited power. Gianfranco Infantino, whatever his name is. Here's Robinson. Aimed for a Pulisic, but it's gone out for a throw-in. Which Dumfries will take. Of course, we've been linked to Denzel Dumfries. Linked to a lot of Dutch players. Look at that guy in a suit. Wow, look at that. That is an orange suit and a half. And he's got orange sunglasses on. Tremendous. So throw-in by Dumfries. Memphis looks to spin off. And it's headed back to Turner in goal. And the difficult thing is, I think, and that's why it was so important, for the USA to get that opening and early goal. Because if they'd have got that, the Netherlands would have had to come out. And look, the criticism of the Dutch side being boring is very valid. I mean, again, we saw it. We saw it at United. We saw how Louis van Gaal plays football. And they won't really particularly change. Here's Pulisic. Cuts in off the left-hand side. Robinson goes for an overlapping run. It's a good tackle by Dumfries. And it's going to be a corner. USA are feeling this. I can almost hear Alexis now going, I told y'all. I told y'all. Y'all sleeping on my soccer side, is what he'd say. Pulisic with the corner, though. Referees are having a talk with Virgil van Dijk, saying no holding. People will be watching. It's going to be a corner. Pulisic to take. Here comes Pulisic. Ball whipped into the box. Keeper thought about coming, but didn't in the end. And it goes straight out for a goal kick. In and out it goes. And In-N-Out's a fast food establishment in the United States as well. So there you go. We're just seeing a replay of this save. It's a good save from Noppert. Needed to be made. Noppert with the goal kick. Noppert made his debut in the first game of this World Cup. That's such a Louis van Gaal thing to do. It's such a Louis van Gaal thing to do. That's a long throw by McKennie. Pulisic is in behind here. Can he find someone? Ball into the box. Ooh, Ake just heads it away. Jesus Ferreira was there. Tyler Adams recovers quite well. I tell you what, the US8, that's brilliant. The USA have started very well. Pyramid Scheme says Owen is an In-N-Out merchant like my neighbour. I don't know. I've never had an In-N-Out burger. Ever. Camille says, Daily Blint is done. It's ridiculous how slow he responds to anything. Oh, I think he's in a difficult position. Saying that, he's just won the ball back. Here's Memphis Depay. Depay. Oh, he scuffed it. He actually managed to work his way into the box. He did really well, and he scuffed it. And, pressure him. Ah, he bottled it. It was better, though. Was better by Daily Blint there. The thing is, when I looked at that Netherlands side, and I saw Daily Blint playing at left back, I mean, how old is Daily Blint at this point? Daily Blint is 30. He's only 32. He's 33 in March. I would have thought he's way older than that, to be honest with you. He's been around for ages. But still, if that's who they're playing at left wing back, I mean, it's one thing to play him at left back, but at left wing back, up and down, nah. Here's one for the United fans in the chat. Did we make a mistake letting Daily Blint go? The player that can pass the ball. Here's Cody Gakpo, who are on Cody Gakpo watch. Here's Dumfries. Cuts the ball back, edge of the box, Memphis Depay! It's 1-0 to the Netherlands. Netherlands don't start well, but Memphis scores. One attack, one goal for the Dutch side, not Holland. The Netherlands are 1-0 up. The USA have been the better side. One chance, one goal for Memphis Depay. What a goal. Bang, bang, bang. Louis van Gaal's army. The fingers are in the ears. They're pointing to the sky, and they might be pointing to the quarterfinal. What a goal by Memphis. Look at this. It's a great goal. It's such a good goal. Look at this. Cody Gakpo travels. Then gives it back to Dumfries. Pulls it back. It's a simple goal, but it's a really well-worked goal. It's a great footballing goal. No one's marking him. No one's seeing the run that he's making, Memphis. But it's a great cutback by Dumfries, and it's a really good finish by Memphis Depay. It's a fantastic goal. Memphis, eh? Memphis. Cody Gakpo plus Memphis. That might be Manchester United's future. It might be. Fingers in the ears. Point to the sky. The Netherlands are 1-0 up in the last 16 of the 2022 Qatar World Cup. What a goal. And just like that, the USA had started well. They had started well. And they looked like they could get in behind. They had more aggression. But when you've got ball players on the pitch, when you've got Cody Gakpo that can travel, when you've got a Denzel Dumfries that can cut it back, and then when you've got a Memphis Depay that can just sweep it. I don't know why I'm doing the header because it wasn't. It was a sweep into the bottom corner. What a goal. What a goal. It was a good goal. I tell you what's interesting with that goal, by the way, is pretty much the three players that kind of created it have all been linked to United. It started with Cody Gakpo, who of course we've been heavily linked to, and then went to Denzel Dumfries, who again we've been linked to as a right back option in the summer, and then who scores it? Memphis Depay, former United player, and we've been linked to him as well. Unbelievable. It's an Erik ten Hag special goal, or in this case, a Louis van Gaal's goal. But 1-0 to the Netherlands. And now, USA, they've got to really do something because the Netherlands will just control this now. They'll have the ball, pure possession. That will be the game. Steffi Jenk says, LOL Owen on too much green tea or something. I've only had a cup of coffee today, but I get excited by goals. And especially when those goals involve potential Manchester United future players or past players. And that's what we had in this instance. Really clinical. Very clinical. Ajax. Says it all, doesn't it? Says it all. Lucas Chan says, is there a way to mail you guys gifts for UV at UVHQ? I'm thinking of sending you Tim Hortons coffee pods for Xmas. I don't know. The greatest gift you could do is if you... well, here you go. Here's the USA once again. Pulisic puts it in. Oh, deflected. The greatest gift you could donate to the Community Giveback scheme that we spoke about earlier on. Giving is sometimes the best gift. Here's Cody Gakpo. It's Memphis Depay to Cody Gakpo. Just didn't take it in his stride, really. This game's got something about it. This is the knockout stage of the World Cup. Depay, beautiful switch out to Daley Blind. Great first touch, as you would expect. And Frankie. Oh, Frankie. Oh, Frankie. But what opening 13 minutes. I'm glad I did the game already. I'm glad my headphones started working again. I would have been able to hear the passionate Martin Keown commentary for that goal. Chance of USA from the crowd there. Clearly they've got some great support from the Americans. That's not sustainable, LOL. Where's the coffee beans come from? Then to the UK. Jordan the UV MC, more delicious than Tim Hortons. It's very good. The UV MCs will tell you. You get your badges, your emojis, your exclusive members only content, the back catalogue to UV Raw. There are more episodes of UV Raw coming, and some of the footage that we've got is so good. So good. I cannot express enough how good it is. Like some of the footage that we got travelling to Manchester for the Football Content Awards. Oh, Louis Van Gaal's not happy. We got travelling to the Football Content Awards is brilliant. When we got lost and we went to the wrong place that we were meant to be staying and the entire car turns on Flex, it's brilliant. And Flex gets very Jurgen Fleck, very passive-aggressive Fleck. It's fantastic. But that's all coming soon. So now's the time. Join the UVMC and you can be there to watch it immediately when it does indeed come out. Be sure to smash a like on the like button, guys. You know me in these solo remote streams, just you and I. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes immediately. You can do it, as they would say. Of course, at halftime, we'll play either or as well. But 15 minutes gone and the Netherlands are 1-0 up against the United States of America. Oh my. As Turner has the ball at the moment. They're playing out from the back. Did you threaten Flex like you did to your earphones earlier? Now, this is an interesting one. How many people call them earphones or headphones? Because I've always called anything that goes in my ear to produce sound as headphones. I'll call these headphones, even though I guess they're not. They're earphones. But even ones that I would put over my ears, I would call them headphones. Is that wrong? Is that something else that I need to correct about my life? It's a lengthy list. But surprisingly, possession, USA are just shading it when it comes to possession, which is an interesting one because you don't usually see that when it comes to the Netherlands. It's actually fairly even when it comes to that. Here comes Robinson. Anthony Robinson. He's in the box. Oh, got a bit of a nosebleed. Was too high up the pitch. Didn't know what to do with it. Made the wrong call. Indeed, he did. I tell you what as well. I'm feeling somewhat calm and cautious about England tomorrow. I haven't really given it much thought. The more... you know what it is? I'm being very cautious because... the more big teams that drop out, you get excited. But there's still potential, I think, that we can play France, which is nervy. But that's future us's problems. Ream's header. Here's Cody Gakpo. Gakpo travelling with it. Cody Gakpo gives out to Daley Blind. Ooh, Daley. It's a chance for you. It's a chance. Cody Gakpo travels with the ball. Just gives the pass to Daley Blind. I was surprised that Cody Gakpo didn't have a shot there. There's something about him. There is something about him. That's got to be the January signing. I know people are tired of me beating that drum, but I'll beat it until he arrives in Manchester and signs on the dotted line. Cody Gakpo's the January answer. Ake with the header. There's a Mexican wave going on in the stadium. Nothing worse. Nothing worse than a Mexican wave. I refuse to participate when I'm in the crowd for him. They're embarrassing. Dest puts the ball in. Keeper claims it. I understand they're all having fun, but I've been in the crowd before when they do the Mexican wave, and I just can't be bothered. I really cannot be bothered with it. King of the Indies says, if it's in the ear, it's an earphone. If it covers the ears, it's a headphone. I've got to get better. I've got to get better and understand the difference between the two. Indeed. I take King of the Indies. It's not a disgrace to not get involved in a Mexican wave. It's my personal choice. I refuse. If the game's dull, then fair enough. Sometimes if you're doing any kind of show and the crowd starts getting into a Mexican wave, that is kind of a sign to, you need to up it a little bit. It's happened at the wrestling before, and that really is a sign of what you're doing in the ring is not working. Wake up. Same with a football match. Austin Baker says, I take the wave over the horns. Oh, 100%. I can't remember what game I was watching the other day. What game was it? There was a game where it was just, the horns were just non-stop. And I was like, I could barely watch it. Or like in South Africa in 2010 with the Vuvuzelas. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I remember them. And then the worst thing is they started to sell them as well, like just all over the world. And they were so annoying. So annoying. I couldn't stand them. Van Dijk passes the ball back to Noppert, who puts his foot through the ball up the pitch into the centre circle. Big header though. I believe that's by Tim Ream. And it's a free kick to the Netherlands because of an offside. Garsha says, Mexican wave is lovely when Jamaica qualify for the World Cup. Have Jamaica ever qualified? I might be a novice with this one. Have they qualified before? Let me check. Jamaica World Cup. Have they ever? You can let me know. I can't see that with a quick Google search. Oh, here's Memphis Depay. Takes a volley. Nah. Come on. You've scored one. Let's not get crazy here. What appearance was in 1998, where the team finished third in its group and failed to advance. There you go. 1998. But players in recent years, Antonio from West Ham, Wes Morgan. Someone keeps wandering out of the technical area. And Rambley, yes, welcome. Is the latest member of the UV Members Club. Welcome. You can join Ramley, in the UV Members Club. Links in the video description. Get your badges, your emojis, your exclusive members-only content. Welcome, and he's the latest, or they're the latest UV MC. Here's Pulisic. Tries to cut inside. Referee says no foul. And here comes Dumfries. Dumfries tries to give it to Cody Gakpo. It's just a little bit too much. Oh, Zimmerman gets a bit lucky, and it's a goal kick. We are on 50 likes, by the way. So, I think if I do my maths correctly, we need 50 more to 100. I think. I might be wrong with that one. You can let me know. I might be wrong on that one. But 22 minutes gone. Netherlands 1-0 up against the USA. A goal from Memphis Depay. Assist from Denzel Dumfries. Assist of the assist by Cody Gakpo. What a tournament he's having. I believe he's the first ever Dutch player to score a goal in the opening 3 games in the World Cup. And to me, give USA credit. They're trying their best to get in behind, but the Netherlands look very comfortable. And going forward, it really does look like going forward, they just can't handle the Dutch team, particularly Gakpo and Memphis Depay. They just can't handle him. Even Gakpo, when Gakpo picks up the ball and travels with it, they just don't have an answer. They're getting really overloaded as well by the wing backs. And it's interesting because I don't think I've ever really seen the Netherlands play this much on the counter-attack. Like now in a situation, it's 23 minutes gone. They're happy to sit back. They're happy for the US to try something. But when they break, they just cannot handle him at all. Here's McKennie. Really well kept out by Aki. And here's Klaassen. Really tidy on the ball. Oh, gives it away. But yeah, in this instance, again, I'm surprised because the Netherlands are just happy to let the US have the ball. Pulisic gives it out to Dest. But in this position, when the Netherlands are in this sort of defensive process, it's a flat back 5, and the US are just looking at them going, how on earth do we break that down? It's quite interesting, actually, because Frenkie de Jong, I don't think I've seen him touch the ball more than a couple of times in this game. Gives the ball away, Daley Blind. Good touch by Memphis Depay. Here's Memphis again. He travels with the ball. And now no one else is really in a massive hurry to get forward because now it's a situation whereby the Netherlands are just like, we're happy. We'll take that game 1-0. They're saying, basically. Steffi Jenks, big up the mod, says, I want the Netherlands to win. Come on. Wow, there you go. Mohammed says that Pulisic might cost them highly. It would have been a completely different game. I think you're absolutely right. And when you have those opportunities, when you're the underdog, if you will, in that game, you've got to take them. You have to. But, well, look, we've seen this as a World Cup of shocks. Anything's possible. Teams can collapse very, very quickly. The USA team are very fit. They've got a lot of aggression. And they'll have their moments. No doubt about it. Austin Baker says, give him the number 7, overhyping. Are you referring to Cody Gakpo? Because even I will not go that far so far. But looks like the hope at the moment of the Netherlands going out so that Cody Gakpo could go back to Eindhoven and get that deal to United sorted soon. Doesn't look like it's going to happen just yet if the score stays as it is. Plenty of time to go though. It's only 25 minutes gone. It's a yellow card for that, Austin. Yeah, it's a yellow card. No, it's not. It's not yellow, actually. It's a warning. I'll give you a warning. Keep it up. We might have to talk about caution. But nowhere near red card settings. Not a Boubacar last night. Unbelievable. I know letter of the law, he had to get a booking for taking his shirt off, but come on. Send him off. Come on. Here's Robinson. This is a relatively young American side, though, isn't it? So even if this is the day that they do go out, you would say 4 years' time, they've already qualified because they're a host nation at the next World Cup, and they'll have the support of the country behind them there in person. I don't think they'll win it or anything like that, but they could do better than this next time. That's an absolute possibility. But I won't lie though, I am worried about the next World Cup because I saw a really good piece by what's his name? The guy that presents on ITV. Oh, it's a heavy touch from the goalkeeper. Oh, Turner. Oh man, why am I blanking on that guy's name? Mark Pugac, that's the one I was looking for. He did a video on social media talking about his experience so far out there in Qatar. And he was saying, as we're just seeing Dest travel with the ball here, went for a pass, it was blocked by Frenkie de Jong. And Mark Pugac was sort of saying that obviously there's so much background to this World Cup and so much to be concerned about, obviously a lot of it. But he was saying in terms of how the World Cup's being run, in terms of essentially the majority of the games being in one city, in one location, the travel's very easy. They spoke about the banning of alcohol, which of course is controversial, but they were saying actually it's probably made the atmosphere a bit better. And obviously the teams don't have to travel. Here's Memphis Depay. Memphis cuts back inside. Should have given it earlier. Should have given it. And it's a corner. Well, he was basically saying that, maybe we need to get back to sort of one city World Cups, or, a smaller location for World Cups, because, when you've got a situation where you're going to have the US, Canada and Mexico, that is an astronomical amount of distance to cover for dependent on where you're going to be based. And then on top of that, they're talking about, trying to change the format of having groups of 3 and all that kind of stuff. And it's not broken. Don't try and fix it. Cody Gakpo with the corner. Ball in. Oh, that was Virgil van Dijk. And it's another corner. Another corner for the Netherlands. Oh, 2 balls on the pitch at one time. Gakpo can take corners as well. To be fair, we've got quite a few corner takers now at United. Ericsson, Luke Shaw. But Cody Gakpo can take corners as well. Bruno Fernandes, as Paolo would say. Gakpo stands over it. Going to put the ball into the box. Gakpo, ball in. Headed away, this time by Zimmerman. Ooh. Aimed for a ball back into the box to Dumfries, just couldn't get there. Tavern Production says, I live in California. The next World Cup will be a disaster for travel. Hours of flights between each. Again, I think that's the concern, isn't it? I mean, it's one thing when they did the Euros at the Euros across Europe, that actually kind of worked because we were still kind of in the midst of COVID, and to actually keep a lot of things separate and not traveling was actually kind of useful in the end. But we're talking about an entire continent here. We're talking about Canada, which is huge, the US, which is massive, and Mexico, which isn't exactly small either. We're talking about astronomical amount of travel. And I know there's going to be more teams involved, but still, the travel for that is going to be difficult. The teams are going to have to go a long way. The fans are going to have to go a long way. And, that's just going to be challenging. Here's Dumfries once again, cuts it back. Oh, I tell you what, it was exactly sort of similar to where Memphis scored that first goal. Dumfries with the cutback once again. Here's Klaassen. Tries the pass, cut out by Robinson. Here's Frenkie de Jong. And it's a free kick to the United States. Lucas Chan says, I agree having it in a smaller location. The one thing I'm not looking forward to for the 2026 World Cup is being way too spread apart. The one thing I'm also is going to be difficult is time difference, isn't it? I mean, and again, that will vary, I would assume. You're going to have a game in New York. It's going to be on East Coast time. If it's going to be in California, you're going to be on the West Coast. If it's going to be on Central time, that's obviously 6 hours, I believe, behind. So how's that all going to work? I don't know. I really don't know. Logistically, it's going to be a challenge, certainly. Oh, sloppy touch by Robinson, goes out for a throw-in. And I really don't like the idea of having this whole groups of 3 thing. I think, no. I mean, people did criticize this World Cup initially when the games started because some of the games were boring. We'd had a lot of 0-0s and a lot of halves of 0-0 football, but it really did, it really did peak, didn't it, with those final group games and being on at the same time. The drama of that. I mean, I don't know if you're the same as me, but I thought the drama of the World Cup this week has been absolutely brilliant. Going into final match days where every single team in the group could still qualify, having the different permutations where at certain points of the game, certain countries have been still in the competition or going out of the competition and then brought back in. I mean, in Spain and Germany's group, there was a period of time for 3 minutes where Japan and Costa Rica were the teams going through. I mean, it's brilliant. It's fantastic. So, and I feel like that's really a thing people are going to be coming out of this World Cup talking about, and you're looking to scrap that. That to me is insane. I understand they want to have more teams in it, and we know why they want to have more teams in it. That's purely financial, I would think. But if that is the case, then just, again, have groups of 4 still. Do that. Don't try and change that. Don't try and... Does that go out? Still in. Just kept it in. Well done from McKennie. Netherlands have really got control of this game now. That early sort of flourish the US had has dropped off significantly. Palmyra says, big up, Owen. Big up yourself. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Appreciate you tuning in this afternoon, evening, or morning, depending on where you are in the world. Let me know where you're watching from as well, importantly. One of my favourite things to do. I remember on like the first few streams I ever did on United View, some of the first solo ones I would do, I would ask where everyone was watching from, because when you're a bit nervous, it just makes you feel a bit more comfortable that you're all across the world and you're all tuning in, and we've got a fantastic community here at United View, so I always like to still do that when I can. Let us know where you're watching from, because it still is crazy that you've got people all over the world, and one thing in common, United fans, or maybe in this instance just football fans, and you all come in and watch these games together or interact with each other. Some people aren't even watching the games, they just like to chat with friends, and that's what it's all about. Community and enjoyment and celebrating the love of football. From Leicester, there you go. I thought because there was like a palm tree, it would be something very exotic. Not that Leicester's not exotic, by the way. I went to university in the Midlands. Lucas, Saskatchewan. Yes, Canadian representation. That's what I like to hear. Saskatchewan. Chorley in Lancashire, Manchester. Chorley FM. Yeah, fantastic. It was not Nottingham Trent where I went to university. It was not. Be sure to smash a like on the like button though, guys. We've got less than 40 likes to go until 100. Game slowed down significantly. We had a really good and high energy opening 15-20 in which the Netherlands got their goal and USA had a chance, but the game's slowed down a lot since then. Robinson, looked like he'd won the ball back, but now it's gone out for a throw-in. Bit of injury news as well, actually, Manchester United injury news. He's not technically at Manchester United at the moment. He's on loan at Sevilla. But Alex Telles will miss the rest of the World Cup after an injury he suffered yesterday for Brazil. So he's out of action. In addition, Gabriel Jesus is also out of action. He's going to miss the remainder of the World Cup after suffering an injury. I don't know how long he's going to be out for. That could be real... That could be a real a problem for... I was confused on what was going on with commentary there. They were talking about something scurrying in the cupboard. I'm not sure what they're talking about. The Cayman Islands, Craig is watching from. Big up yourself, Craig. Here you go. King of the Indie says, I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's just a departure from the norm. It has merits and demerits, just as the current formats. It'll be amazing for the local Mexicans, Canadians, and Americans. Oh, look, of course, you've got a huge population of people that are going to be watching the games. No doubt about that. There will be complaints about the travel from the coach's point of view. I mean, look, when Manchester United do tours of the United States, Louis van Gaal and Jose, they all complained about it because they said the travel was too much. But I don't think they'll be doing what United did, whereby they'd have one friendly in New York and another in LA. They'd be flying cross-country from one coast to another. I'm sure, I would hope anyway, that strategically teams are sort of based in one place, i.e. like England, for instance, might play the majority of their games on the east coast of America, and they won't do much traveling. And if they do, that'll be for the tournament final, and they'll have plenty of days to do that travel or something like that. I don't know, but logistically, it's going to be a challenge certainly. My biggest concern, like I said, is for the next World Cup is the possible change of format. I think that's a bad idea. I really do. Van Dijk though with a free kick for the Netherlands. Header by Daily Blint. And also as well, again, I don't think people can truly comprehend sometimes, or they don't realize just how big like the US and Canada is. Ball in, headed away by Blint. Lucas Chan says Canada will be playing in Toronto and Vancouver, and that is a 4.5 hour flight. That's what I mean. You know, that's even that is substantial travel. It really is. So, you know, again, I think sometimes they forget just literally how big, you know, how big the country is, and just simply traveling from one state to another can be a multi-hour flight, or if you drive it, forget about it. You know, if you want to drive across Texas or something ridiculous, that can take, you know, 6 or 7 hours. It's a massive country. Here's Musa. Austin Baker says the States tour of 2006 will always be in my heart for the most random teams that we faced. Here's Pulisic. Blocked. Is that going to go out for a corner? Maybe a throw-in. Tavern Production says traffic in Los Angeles getting to the Bank of California Stadium, LAFC downtown will be horrible. Us here as locals, but isn't notoriously. I mean, I don't know. I don't live in LA, but from everything I've heard, being a wrestling fan for my entire life, it's notorious, isn't it, that LA traffic is horrendous. Like, you know, rush hour commute can take hours and hours and hours just to go a couple of miles in sort of in LA. So to your point, when you have then the influx of people coming all across the world into one city to watch a game of football, in already bad traffic, they'd have to make some just massive infrastructure change, kind of how they did for London for the Olympics, where they had sort of Olympic lanes and all that kind of stuff to try and just reduce the pressure of all those people traveling at one period of time. Turner gives the ball to Zimmerman. Well, they've got him under pressure a little bit here. Keeps going to have to put his foot through it. No, he doesn't. Ooh, just get away with it. Long ball, which Van Dijk deals with. Here's Tyler Adams. Dest. As I mentioned, game slowed down significantly. About 5-6 minutes to go till half-time. Plus stoppage time, of course, as well. And the whole stoppage injury time thing has fluctuated massively. Beginning of the tournament, we were getting huge numbers, and now we're not really anymore. Now, you could argue, are we not getting as much stoppage time now because people have started to cotton on to, like, the rules have changed, therefore we've got to keep the ball in? Or have just the referee's gone, actually, you've got to back off that a little bit? Lucas Chan says, if you wanted to even drive from Vancouver to Toronto, it's 40 hours. Yeah, again, I think that sums up the geography we're talking is huge. Even if the World Cup was just in Canada, you would say that's a lot of room. That's a lot of distance to travel, possibly. But across an entire continent of North America, my goodness. Here's, I believe that's Ream to Zimmerman. Wow, I feel honoured because Erik ten Hag is in the chat and says, who do you support, Owen? Well, Wow, it's a good question. Sometimes I don't know myself. Of course I support Manchester United. I support you, Eric. Here's Timothy Ware, though. Where? Cuts it back. Ferreira. Pulisic. Oh, it's a heavy pass to Robinson. Robinson, could he get the ball in? Goes to the goalkeeper. I support you, Eric. That's who I support. I support Manchester United. I back the manager, Erik ten Hag. I support you every time someone says thank you and he goes, please. That's one of my favourite things of Erik ten Hag. We can talk about the airs and whatever. I love it. I really, and it's not even a mocking situation as well. I love it when they go, thank you, and I go, please. I don't want anyone to ever correct him on it. Ever. Thank you, please. I might start doing it in my life. Thank you, please. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you, please. Here's Dest. Does really well, actually. Dest once again. Tries to put the ball into the box. Oh, comes out to... Shoots! Oh, good save by Noppert. It was a shot by Weyer from outside the box. Cuts it back in. Klassen clears for a USA throw-in. USA putting the pressure on in these last few minutes. Crowd starting to rise. It's a comfortable save from Noppert, it must be said. But he has to make it anyway. Listen to that noise. Here's Weir. Adams. Tareem. There you go. Pyramid's right. Back your hog. Absolutely. Just seeing a replay of this shot from Weir. It's a well-hit shot. Again, comfortable save for the keeper. Should make it. Does make it. Also gets some good distance on the parry too. Puts it into a less dangerous area. But just even stuff like that, even if you know I'm not going to score, it can just wake things up a little bit. It's got the crowd jumping up again a little bit. Can just a reminder to the Netherlands players, you know, you're not going to be totally comfortable. Even though really since the goal they have been completely comfortable. Good touch by Dest, who's actually had a good game so far. I saw him in the first game against Wales and I thought he was actually quite poor. But since then, he's played really well. He played really well against England. Didn't see the game against Iran, so I can't really comment on that. But Dest, he's all right. If we'd have got him in the summer as a backup to Diogo Dalot, I think he could have done a decent job. In the end, of course, didn't happen. Went out on loan to AC Milan, and as far as I'm aware, I don't think he's really playing at all at AC Milan. So, could be once again an option for the future. I mean, we've also been linked to Jeremy Frimpong, another Dutch player. Here, speaking of which, here comes Dest, travels with the ball. He might score! Dest! Oh, he scuffed the shot. I thought I'd just literally done the opposite of the commentator's curse. Here comes Holland, though. The Netherlands, excuse me, on the counter-attack. Cody Gakpo, he's going to get that. He's going to make it. Oh, he's outpaced him. Cody Gakpo. He's outpaced him. He's outstrength. Oh, it's gone through the legs. Oh, Cody Gakpo. Oh, Cody. I tell you what, Tim Ream was struggling to keep up with him there. He knew he was in trouble. And then he tried just to sort of nudge him, tried to edge him on the physicality, and Cody Gakpo went, I'm not having any of that. And then, to top it all off, I thought he'd put it through his legs to Memphis Depay, and it was very close. Whoa. The game's just risen to life once again in the last couple of minutes. I thought I'd also talked it in for Dest. God, he's doing all right, and he kept running. He just kept running and running and running, and then he scuffed his shot. Oh, man. But we're at 45 minutes. How much time is going to be added on? Have we got an official announcement about that yet? I don't think we have. Only 1 minute of added time. Cody Gakpo's given it to Denzel Dumfries again. Gakpo headed for the box. Blocked out for a throw-in. That combination between Cody Gakpo and Denzel Dumfries is a good one for the Netherlands, certainly. Throw-in here, speaking of which, here comes Dumfries. Klassen, great reverse pass. Dumfries cuts it back. It might be 2. It is 2. It's 2. And it's another former Manchester United player. First it was Memphis Depay. This time it's Daley Blind. It's come once again on half-time. The Netherlands 2. The United States of America 0. Daley Blind. Someone was slagging him off earlier on. And he scored. He scored. It's almost an exact replica of the first goal in that it's a ball cut back and Daley Blind just puts it into the bottom right-hand corner of the goalkeeper, and the Netherlands are cruising as we head into half-time. It's just been too easy. The quality's been there. It comes from a throw-in as well. Here's Dumfries. And it's actually Klassen. What a brilliant reverse pass that is. And Dumfries, again, 2 assists in this game. Again, it's a replica. It's a replica from the first goal. Because it's Dumfries, cuts it back, edge of the box. Here's Daley Blind. And it's the same finish. It's the same cutback. It's the same goal. Just a different goal scorer. This time it's Daley Blind off his weaker foot. And it's just been too easy. Dutch brilliance. And that's it. Half time. Half-time, 98th cap for his country, and only the third time he's managed to find the back of the net. Daley Blind makes it 2-0 to the Netherlands. It's too easy. Just too easy. And there you go, half-time. It's the Netherlands 2, and it's the United States of America 0. Well, wouldn't you know it? Look at that. 2 former Manchester United players, and as I mentioned, too easy for them. Dumfries, keep an eye. I tell you what, guys, because, and I know it's because we were linked to like every Dutch player over the summer, but there were reports. There were reports that Manchester United were interested in Denzel Dumfries in the summer, and you can see why. 2 assists. He keeps it very simple, doesn't he? He just stays on the byline, up and down. When he gets the opportunity, he either puts the ball into the box or he cuts it back. And as long as there's someone there to make that run, it's easy. It's just absolutely easy. And 2 goals, 2 very similar goals for the Netherlands as well. First one, a former Manchester United player, Memphis Depay. Denzel Dumfries assist, cuts it back. Depay puts it in the bottom right-hand corner. Same again for the second one, just on the edge of half-time. Denzel Dumfries cuts it back. Who's there this time? Daley Blind, bottom corner, 2-0. Simple stuff, absolutely simple stuff. And that might be game over already for the US, because that's why when it comes to the US, you've got to take your chances. The biggest chance before any of the goals was Christian Pulisic. One-on-one with the goalkeeper, 3 minutes in? The keeper makes the save, doesn't take the chance. After that, Netherlands get control of the game. Easy, done. And let's get some polls going in the chat. Right. First of all, I've got 2 polls I want to do at halftime. First of all, I'm going to ask you, would you take a Memphis... Be great if I could spell his name. Memphis Depay back at Manchester United. Let's do this one first. There you go. Would you take Memphis Depay back at Manchester United? The poll's in the chat. Ijax, congratulations so far. Ijax has been absolutely clinical for the Dutch side. Says, we play very un-Dutch this game. Counterplay, but 2-0 up. Score-wise, we can't complain. You know what, Ijax? I was saying exactly the same. I was quite surprised, actually, throughout the majority of that half, just how willing the Netherlands were to give the USA the ball. Say, you can have it. We're confident enough in our defensive shape and structure. We're playing a back 3, but in a defensive position. It's going to be a back 5. We know you can't break us down, and we know as well, actually, you know what? When we're on the counter-attack, we'll pick you apart, because we've got Cody Gakpo, who's got pace. We've got Memphis Depay, who's got pace. We've also got players like Davy Klaassen, who haven't got a lot of pace, but they've got intelligence. Football intelligence, they can find the right pass. For that second goal in particular, David Klaassen's reverse pass, I think, is fantastic. Reverse pass to find Denzel Dumfries, and he's always going to have that delivery. And even that first goal there, they're just showing it on the screen right now. It starts off with David Klaassen finding the pass initially to give to Cody Gakpo, who then travels with the ball, gives it to Denzel Dumfries, who cuts it back, and bang, Memphis Depay gets the goal. It's a brilliant goal. The first one it's just when football works, when Louis van Gaal football works, it does look great. And it was fantastic. Chimera's Flame says, Owen creating an excuse for the Dutch parking the bus. Not at all. It's tactics. Look, if you're 2-0 up at half time, whatever you're doing is working. And Louis van Gaal, this is very atypical for him. A Louis van Gaal team likes to dominate the ball, likes to have a lot of possession. But in this instance, he went, you know what? We'll let them have the ball. And we know for a fact that they're vulnerable on the counter-attack. So we want to be counter-attacking as much as possible. So I think they've done excellent in the first half. And again, in particular, after that shaky start, first 5 minutes, I was impressed by the US's attack and aggression, but then they just dropped off, absolutely dropped off. And we're just seeing the second goal once again on the screen here. Daley Blind's not picked up at all. As I mentioned, it's a great reverse pass by Davy Klaassen once again. You'd already seen that Dumfries can deliver a good ball into the box, and not just... That's a big frustration of mine, actually, with fullbacks, is they get into a position where they can put the ball into the box and they just hit it and hope. Let's hit areas. But in this instance, he's known, I'll cut it back. I'll keep it on the floor. I'll cut it back. I'll know someone's going to be running onto that ball. In the first time, it was Memphis. The second time, it was Daley Blind. And it's clinical football. And it's too easy. It's just too easy. And as I've said, I think you have to credit Louis van Gaal and his entire staff. His father, Daley Blind's father, Danny Blind. Of course, Edgar Davids involved in that as well. Because it's just simple. Very, very, very simple. And because of that, they've effectively killed off the game 2-0 at half-time. You couldn't ask for a better first half if you were the Dutch side. And look, the USA aren't a bad side as well. They're really not a bad side too. So to be up 2-0 at half-time, I've been actually quite impressed by the Netherlands. Probably the most impressed I've actually been watching them so far in this tournament. I think a couple of times they've played and they've been quite, again, poor. But I'm looking at this system that they've got, this back three, and it looks good. It does look good. Let's see what the poll is saying. Got 50 votes so far, and the question was, would you take Memphis Depay back at Manchester United? 63% of you are saying yes, and 37% are saying no. And I suppose there's a lot of conditions there as well, isn't there? There's a lot of conditions involved in that one. It's quite a loaded question. It's not particularly fair, actually. If it's a free transfer, first of all, and if it was on a deal, let's say, to the end of the season, does that change your mind? What do you want to hear when it comes to that? Another one is, I mentioned this earlier on in that first half, that I was thinking this the other day when I was watching the Netherlands play, and I thought, you know what? Did we let go Daley Blind a little bit too early at Manchester United? Because for a couple of years, we were crying out for a player a bit like him. You know, a player that could just get his foot on the ball. We understood his range of passing, could keep the game ticking over. I think we could have really benefited with a Daley Blind. Not now, obviously it's too late, but let's say, 3 or so years ago. I think we might have made a bit of an error there, let him go. Like, he's a quality player. Not at the moment in terms of him playing left wing back. But again, now it worked. It's worked so far in this first half for the Netherlands. And we're just seeing a replay of Pulisic with that chance. That was the one, wasn't it? It really was the one. Ironically enough, it was Daley Blind who just does not get out at all. He keeps everyone on side. And it's a good save by Noppert as well. Garsha says, yes, it was too early. Ed says Blint's underrated. His big weakness was always his pace, though. I just think in a couple of instances, when we were talking about needing a defensive midfielder who could build up the play from the back, again, not now, it's too late, but 2 or 3 years ago, I think we could have done with a Daley Blind in Manchester United. I think we let him go a little bit too early. But that is what it is. Can't go back in time. Stelios says, rather see the season out with no striker in January, bin Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Palestri, then sell the club and go in the summer, bin Fred Van der Beek, sign 2 midfielders and Kane, just get a right back in for Bissaka in January. Oh, it's not another Harry Kane thing. Look, you saw the footage there, folks. Marcel did the morning view with me yesterday, and he agreed. The bet is on. The bet is official. It is on. If Harry Kane is not a Manchester United player by the end of next summer's transfer window, Marcel will wear a David De Gea kit. And the thing is, he is going to wear a David De Gea kit because Harry Kane will not be a Manchester United player. He won't. I don't. Of course, we would want to sign Harry Kane, but we're not going to. So that's not gonna. It's not gonna happen. It will not. I would be flabbergasted, absolutely flabbergasted, if that happens. And you know what the best thing is? The best thing is with that Marcel bet too is not only at the studio do we have a David De Gea shirt, we have David De Gea's shirt. When Flex went out to Cyprus to watch us play Ammonia, he got David De Gea's match-worn shirt. So we have a legitimate match-worn David De Gea Europa League shirt. And if Marcel loses the bet, which he will, not only will he have to wear a David De Gea shirt, he'll have to wear a shirt worn by David De Gea himself. The ultimate disrespect and the ultimate karma for disrespecting David De Gea. So come the end of next summer, Marcel, you might as well buy your gloves now. You might as well. And you know what the scary thing is, actually, is that shirt will fit him. It's a small. I was stunned by this. David De Gea was a small. So it will fit Marcel too. Because Marcel was like that, it won't fit me. I went, it will. It will. So I'm looking forward to that day. That will be fantastic. Absolutely. King Jar says, people don't learn what happened when you bring back Ronaldo. Now you want to bring back Depay. I think they're different situations, to be honest. We're talking about Memphis Depay, possibly a 6-month contract to the end of the summer, or the end of the year, rather. And he can contribute, and he would not be our answer to a striker. I would only be open to bringing back Memphis Depay if we'd already signed Cody Gakpo. That would be the only reason why I would be open to signing him. If they said, "Oh, we're going to get Memphis as our replacement for Ronaldo," I'd be livid, because that's not the one. But if you're talking about getting Cody Gakpo and Memphis, or you're talking about getting a striker and Memphis, we need attacking options. Memphis should not be a starter every week for Manchester United whatsoever. But there you go. Isrino says Dest is a better fit than Dumfries in the Premier League, in my opinion. King in the Indie says United play in the Prem, not the World Cup. Let's not rewrite history, Owen. Blind was great on the ball, but struggled physically. We could have kept him, but letting him go was also okay. Obviously. But I just feel like we could have used with a Daley Blind style player. Again, not now, obviously, but at points maybe in Solskjaer's reign, if we'd have had someone that was a bit more capable on the ball in midfield instead of Fred and McTominay, I think he'd have done a better job. I really, really do. Garsha says, get him the full kit. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that one. But Isrina says, Gakpo has a high ceiling, would fit an Erik ten Hag style. I think that's the one for us in January. I really do. I think for several reasons, which I've spoken about extensively here on the channel. But once again, there's a deal to be done there, most importantly. We know the price. Yes, that price is increasing because of the World Cup performances. But there's a want from the player to leave. There's a want from the club to sell. Him and Erik ten Hag share the same agent. That he wanted that move in the summer. He wants to work with Ten Hag. Everything ticks all of the boxes there for me. He can play across the entire front three. Yes, he's not a striker. Yes, he's not a legitimate number 9, but he can play across that entire front three, which is what we need at the moment. And then come the summer, we can go big for that striker, which I think we will do. I think we will go for an Osimhen or someone of that stature in the summer for your 80s or 90 millions. And by that point, look, we might have different owners. And I can understand to an extent what some people are saying about the Kane situation. Not that we're going to buy Harry Kane, because again, I just think at this stage in his career, he wants guaranteed nailed-on trophies, and we can't offer that at the moment. But the point about it's difficult to predict who we're going to get in the summer, because Manchester United might be in an entirely different situation by that point. That's perfectly valid, because if we've got new owners, and I think they're saying by the spring that deal could be done. If we've got new owners by the summer, and we don't know who those owners are, but if they are these mega rich people that are putting all this money into United, which they should do, anything's possible about who we'd be going for. So it's difficult to predict that one. We can already say what targets we would need, though. What positions, rather. We need a striker. We need a right back. Need another central defender. Need another midfielder as well. And we just need more in attacking positions. Ten Hag has said that. It's clear, eh? He said it in all of his interviews and press conferences. We need more players in attacking positions. Ten Hag wants the ability to turn to his bench and say, right, I can bring this person on. They can contribute. I can bring that person on. They can contribute. At the moment, he doesn't have that ability. He doesn't have that ability to turn to the bench and say, they're going to come on and change the game. He's sort of managed to get that out of someone like Alejandro Garnacho, but we've seen situations this season already where someone hasn't been playing well, or he'd want to change it, but he doesn't trust the players he has on the bench. So we need more players in those attacking positions in general. So next summer will be big, but it's very difficult to say what we're going to do next summer, because let's face it, that's very uncharted territory at this point in time for United, because the entire club is going to look could possibly look completely different by that point in time. So we'll have to wait and see. Be sure to smash a like on the like button, guys. Be sure to subscribe as well, bottom right hand corner. Only 17 likes to go until 100. You can do it. We both can do it together. I also, a bit of a programming note too, I will also be live later on this evening for another match view. We're getting 2 in 1 day today. I'm going to be a busy boy. We're going to be live also for the Argentina versus Australia. Australia, mate. I've never put an accent guy. So that's going to be live as well this evening. The stream is already public for later on too. But what I will say with it is that once this stream ends, you get directed immediately to that stream. So either you can just stay there for the whole time, or what you can do is you can get that little you can put in a notification. You can put in a notification that will say when United View goes live, you can join us. So you can join us later on this evening as well. Quite interesting, actually, as the second half is just about to start here. The poll is definitely polling because it's got a lot closer. Would you take Memphis Depay back at Manchester United? Only 56% of you say yes. 44 say no at this period of time, which is very interesting. Second half is just about to start. Reina is on. And Jesus Ferreira is off. And second half is underway. We'll end the poll there as well. I appreciate everyone who contributed. And remember, you can become a UV member. Links in the video description. It's also the pinned comment in the live chat as well. But the second half is underway. And the USA have got 45 minutes plus stoppage time to save their World Cup. And to save it, they've got to get at least 2 and send the game to extra time. Could we get extra time? Could we get penalties as well? We'll see. Crowd chanting USA, USA as this game goes on. See what else the chat is saying here. McKennie with the ball in, keeper punches. And you got to be careful because if you thought the Netherlands counter-attack was strong in the first half, just get ready for the second half because the USA, they've got to come out now. They've got to come out. And it could make it even worse. Make no mistake, the Netherlands could make a massive statement if they get to win this game more than just 2-0. Isrino says, is Rice a possibility in the summer? Can partner Casemiro as a defensive midfielder or centre-back cover? I did see he said something in a press conference recently saying that you only get one career and you want to win trophies. And I expect Declan Rice to go in the summer. I think it might be Chelsea, though, that he goes to be honest. I think when we signed Casemiro, we kind of got out of that market for the next year or so. And I think we might have more pressing positions. Ball up the pitch, headed away. And we'll go all the way back to Noppert in goal. 2 substitutions at half-time, by the way. I didn't notice that. So De Roon and Klaassen have come off. Steven Bergwijn and Tune Kloppy-Minas has come on for the Netherlands, which is interesting. So is that a change in shape or is that forced? Gakpo travelled with the ball, tried to give it to Memphis, who was tackled, but Dumfries has won it back. I tell you what, it must be said, I have been really impressed with the connection between Cody Gakpo and Denzel Dumfries. That right-hand side is very strong for the Netherlands so far, and they've got a great link-up. Oh, they've won it back. Here comes Memphis Depay. We've got a 2-on-2 situation here. Memphis travelling with the ball. Cuts inside. Oh, he just overhit the pass. Bergwijn was just... Oh, he's put it back in. He's flicked it. Oh. That was a flick bomb blink. I tell you what, Bergwijn, I thought had been overshot there. He just put it back in the box immediately. I tell you what, there'll be some people watching this now. Oh, here comes the USA. Weah. Real great recovery by Nathan Ake. Corner ball, though. It's even as... The thing is now, the USA, they've got to live on a knife edge because they are going to be travelling with the ball and trying to throw people forward. But the Netherlands have already shown that counter-attacking's got them 2 goals in the first half, let alone when there's more space in this second. I think there are definitely more goals in this game. Pulisic is going to stand over the corner, though. Pulisic with the corner. Hand in the air. Whips it in. He's going to attack it. Oh, it's a chance! It's off the line! Noppert blocked it initially and then it was cleared off the line. I'm not sure who by. Pulisic, ball in again. Headed. Noppert claims it. It was Tim Ream with a header. And it was nearly that goal that they were looking for. It was McKennie and it was Ream. And it's cleared by... Who by? You guessed it. Cody Gakpo. Cleared it off the line. It's his tournament. It's his tournament. I'm telling you. EZ Sent says, just subbed, brother. Appreciate that. You can do the same. Bottom right-hand corner. Click the notification bells. You'll be notified every time we go live or a video is uploaded here at United View. Plenty of content going on. And, of course, big December, big month coming up, of course, after the World Cup. The Premier League returns this coming week as well. We've got match views for both of the Manchester United friendlies as well on Wednesday and Saturday as we play Cadiz. Ball into the box. Good save on the keeper. Oh, Turner just gets enough on it. And Blint was coming back in. It was nearly 3-0. I told you, this second half has goals in it. Depay, great reactions to get the touch, and it was Turner in the end just gets the save. Let's get another look at this. It's Dumfries again. It was nearly an own goal, actually. It wasn't even Depay. Would have been an own goal. Turner just does enough. It's actually Zimmerman. And it's just a hand. It's just his left hand. He puts his hand out. But Dumfries is dangerous. That would have been a third assist for him in this game. I'm saying that right-hand side, Dumfries. If we're looking at right backs, this is why Erik ten Hag wanted Denzel Dumfries in the summer. He saw this capability. De Jong, dispossessed though. Here's McKennie travelling with the ball. Puts out to Weah. He's going to probably give it back to Dest. This game's got energy to it. Dest, why have you done it? Why have you done it? He's taken a shot. It's gone out for a throw-in. Not even a goal kick. He went out for a throw-in. He sliced it that bad. 51 minutes gone. Netherlands to USA 0. Second half has started with energy though. That was Daley Blint's goal. Went out to his father, Danny Blint, on the touchline. What a great feeling that must be. Watching your son score in a World Cup and you're on the coaching team. Fantastic. King of the Indy says goals, assists and clean sheets. He does it all. He does everything. He ticks every box. Plays across the front three. Goals, assists, clears it off the line. What else? What else more do we need from Cody Gakpo? His price is going up with everything he does. Goals, assists, clears it off the line. That's an extra mil. It's got to be. Pulisic travels with the ball. Is he going to take a shot? He does. Easy for Noppert. Well, certainly what you can say, I think is a positive about the USA so far, is that they're trying. They aren't going to give up and just lay down here. But the Netherlands are still firmly in control. Header by Van Dijk. Flick on by Dumfries. Oof. Memphis going to chase that one down. Ream hooks it up in the air. I tell you what. It was Adams with the header. Robinson, good touch. Oh, gives it away though. And that'll be, keeps it on. I thought it went off. Musa, oh, what a brilliant play that is. McKennie, through ball here. Just a bit too heavy. Here's Rayner. Travels with it. Cuts it back. Shoots. It's over the bar. Over the bar by McKennie. I tell you what, Musa, brilliant feet. Look at this. He cuts it back, McKennie, Rayner, maybe just a bit of a heavy pass. He's got to do a bit better. I don't think his first touch was good enough there by McKennie. Needs to be on target. USA, though, they're turning the screw. We still would say the Netherlands are comfortable, though. But as I've said, I do believe there are goals in this half. I do believe it. Where is the actual final going to take place at the next World Cup? Is it in the US? I would assume it probably would be. But where in the US? If you know that. Well, to be fair, I always say these things like I'm not sitting at a computer. I literally do. World Cup 2026 final. Where does it take place? MetLife Stadium, they're saying. MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. 2 WrestleManias have taken place there. Or they're saying Dallas. Andrew Wade says Dallas. Tavern says SoFi Stadium. We don't have answers. Uh, 2026 World Cup Final Stadium. They're saying it's going to be MetLife. They're saying it's going to be MetLife Stadium. Which is always funny because whenever anything's in MetLife, they try and play off like it's New York, but it's not. It's New Jersey. Like, WWE have done that a million... Well, whenever they've had WrestleMania there, they're like, WrestleMania's coming to New York. And it's like, well, it's not. It's New Jersey. Well, Pulisic tried a ball in. Ake just got enough on that header to prevent them from finding Timothy Weah in the box. Here's Robinson. Adams. It's a heavy pass. I think Van Dijk will see that out. Does so. Goal kick. Lucas Chan says, I understand why. I think it will be the best time zone for the world to view. Be 5 hours, won't it? I suppose. They could easily have that at, say... I mean, if they have it at midday, that's 5 o'clock here. Maybe at 2 o'clock, that'll be 7 o'clock here, something like that. It depends. Depends how they would do it. What's the best for the global audience? Code Miners. Could touch that by Cody Gakpo once again. Bergwijn. Here's Frankie de Jong. Okay, a rare bit of possession for the Netherlands. I tell you what, if this is a goal again, because when they do get into this sort of rhythm of being able just to two-touch pass, it's real good stuff to watch. And this will be what Louis van Gaal wants for the remainder of this half. It's going to turn out. Cub Miners. Ake. Daily Blint. I always enjoy with these match views, whenever people come in and say, can you show the game? I mean, United View, we're growing every day and we've got big aspirations. Who knows? One day we might hold the broadcasting rights to show the FIFA World Cup. We'll have those millions of pounds it will take to show the games. Zimmerman gives it back to the goalkeeper. Pace is just stopped a little bit, slowed down. I was going for stopped and slowed down, and I said slopped. There's Musa. USA need that goal. Need something just to spark the game back to life. It would be interesting to see what does happen. If USA get that goal, will the Netherlands then really start to sit back? Because I don't think they've particularly sat back a ton just yet. I think they're just continuing how they played in that first half. Pulisic tries to go past a couple of players. It's a free kick to the US. It was a tackle from Virgil van Dijk who commits the foul on Pulisic. Premier League player on Premier League player there. Oh, it's a clear foul as well. Pulisic just skipped past him and Van Dijk just kicked him right in the shin. Redbound with a super chat. Appreciate the contribution as always. Long-time supporter of the channel. Says Messi better watch his back. If he scores more goals than Ronaldo, he is going to get a strongly worded tweet from Piers Morgan. Wow, look. Piers is a madman at this point. And the thing is, half the stuff now that Piers Morgan tweets, I don't even think he really means. I think he just says it for the sake of, shaking up the beehive, as it were. Just to keep people buzzing. But Pulisic stands over this free kick. Pulisic. Ball into the box. Oh, nearly went to Zimmerman, back post. Van Dijk got the header. Here's Dest. It's Weah once again. Adams. He's going to try and get a ball in from deep. Headed away once again by Virgil van Dijk, the Dutch captain. But still managing to pin the Dutch team back. Whoa, that's a nasty one. That is a nasty one. Who was that? I think it was Club Miner. Yeah. It's nasty. Club Miners. Oh, it's just a nasty foul on Christian Pulisic. Really is. He's only been on the pitch for what? Just over, 13 minutes, 14 minutes or so, 15 minutes. And he's already got a booking. And it was a nice one. Erik ten Hag says, Owen, your twin is Coop Miners. You think so? Better than Darren Gibson, isn't it? KG. He got me with that one. But it's Christian Pulisic standing over this free kick. He's going to put the ball into the box. 60 minutes gone. 30 minutes to go. They've got to get something. Ball into the box. Wasn't the best one. It was a poor delivery, actually, it must be said. Gakpo cleared it. Here's Bergwijn. Oh, they're on the counter-attack in. It's 3 versus 2. Oh, easy. Got the pass just right. Here's Steven Bergwijn. It wasn't the right pass. But that was an opportunity for the Netherlands there. It was a 3-on-2. Or they've got another opportunity here. Here's Cody Gakpo. Gakpo takes the shot. Oh, it's hit him. Oh, he's going to have a little pirouette. Cuts it back. Oh, just tipped over the bar by Turner. This time from Memphis Depay. That might have been sneaking in, it must be said. Cody Gakpo's dangerous. It was Gakpo. He had a shot. It was blocked by Zimmerman. Then he just gives it to Memphis. If that went in, it'd be a Gakpo assist. I don't know. I think the keeper just does enough. It might have been sneaking. Either way, it's a corner to the Netherlands. Gakpo stands over the set piece. The Cody Gakpo linked to Manchester United. By the way, guys, 5 likes away from 100. So if you haven't already, be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe as well. Bottom right-hand corner. Oh, Turner went to claim it. They gave a foul in the end. He dropped it. But yes, 5 likes away. We can get to 100. I believe we can. And we did it just like that. Yes. Round of applause. Round of applause for the UV community. You guys are the best as always. Next step, 150. 150 is the place to go. If you haven't already, click that like button. And be sure to subscribe to bottom right hand corner. And while you're at it, join the UV Members Club. Or you can donate to the Community Giveback scheme with Fresh Ego FC and Clean Herts Community. That's Anthony Joshua's charity. To give back during this holiday season and support families struggling with this economic situation and fuel poverty and energy crisis around the world. Definitely a well-worthy cause. Oh, here's Memphis. If he gets the pass, he's through on goal. It's Dumfries. It's Dumfries. Oh, is that a penalty? Didn't give it. Didn't think it was. Oh, Dumfries might be injured now. He's holding his calf. This space, and it's down the side that Dumfries might be on, I think. Here's Weyer. Cuts inside, blocked by Van Dijk. Going to put it out for place, surely. Dumfries is still down, but the Netherlands are still counter-attacking. They've still got a player down. Dumfries is getting back to his feet now. But now he's back to his feet, and the US can carry on. Dumfries is struggling to get back into position. They've got to make this count. Hurry up, Pulisic. He doesn't even know he's coming. He doesn't know and Dumfries is coming back. Pulisic, he never got a call. Dumfries is back on his feet, though. Here's Pulisic once again. Still 2-0 to the Netherlands. Goals from Memphis Depay and Daley Blind. The Manchester United influence has been all over this one. But still plenty of time to go. I still do think there's goals in this half. I truly believe it. Here's Robinson. Musa tries a ball. Crossfield pass. Daley Blind puts it out for a throw-in. And we're going to get some substitutions here. Going to be a double change, seemingly. Going to get Brendan Aronson and Haji Wright are going to be coming on for the US. Robinson is down, though. I don't know if he was part of the planned substitute. That might change things, or it might have been part of the plan. Robinson looks like he's had It's been a bit winded, I think. And I think they've now slowed the changes a little bit, so they might have to make another change. Bear in mind, they've already made one change. Giovanni Reina came on at half-time for Ferreira. Dumfries is now back on his feet after getting clattered in the box. I mean, there's a tangle of legs. It must be said. It's a tangle of legs, and it's inside the box. I'm surprised VAR, considering what VAR has given for penalties in this tournament. That might be a penalty, you know. If I was Dutch, I'd be a little bit pissed at that. It's a tangle of legs. It's clumsy from Robinson. The fact that Robinson's actually down at the moment because of that incident. I might be a pen. You let me know what you think in the live chat. Maybe they should have gone back and looked at it. I tell you what, if they weren't 2-0 up, they might be having a completely different conversation about it at the moment. But Robinson's down. He's just having treatment. Tavern Production says USA need to go for it. I think that might be their plan. But we're just seeing this again. Oh, we're seeing the goals. Dumfries with 2 assists. First one to Memphis Depay. Second to Daley Blind. I've been really impressed by Dumfries, it must be said. 65 minutes gone. A stoppage in play at the moment. Of course, this will be added on. The thing is, when it comes to that tackle, is that after Messi got that penalty against Poland, anything's fair game. Because if that's been given as a penalty, I mean, who knows at this point? Who knows what constitutes a penalty and doesn't? Really? Because you honestly, the Messi one the other day with Wojciech Szczesny was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But Timothy Weah's coming off. He's going to be replaced by either Aronson or Wright. He's not on the pitch just yet. It's McKennie. Interesting. Surprised they're taking McKennie. McKennie's coming off for Aronson, seemingly. The Juventus man, for how much longer, we don't know. Juventus are in all kinds of troubles. But Brendan Aronson's on. Here's De Jong. Ake. Oh, cleared. Cubmine is cleared. Dest with the throw-in, though. Again, they're trying to sort of build up some injection of something into this game. The US, Dest, too easy. Daley Blind, great tackle. Here come the Netherlands again. Counter-attack settings. They've been dangerous. Gakpo, ball over the top. Bergwijn's going to chase it, and it goes out for a throw-in. I have been impressed by the Dutch side. I have. I think that if you're whoever they'll face in the next round, we'll be looking at them going, right, counter-attack, be wary. And the issue is, if you say, okay, we're going to sit off a little bit and let the Netherlands have a lot of the ball, then we might have a bit of a dull game. Here is Aronson. Foul by Brendan Aronson on Jurriën Timber. Of course, who Manchester United wanted it in the summer. United at some point wanted to buy half this team. We got a glimpse into what could have been, into Erik ten Hag's dream. Although I must be said, every time I've seen Jurriën Timber play this season and in this World Cup, I'm so happy we signed Lisandro Martinez instead. I'm so happy that Timber turned us down. That's what happened. Jurriën Timber decided to stay at Ajax because he got scared by what Louis van Gaal said to him. If you go to United and you don't play, you're not going. Okay, we got Martinez. Here's Cody Gakpo once again. Dispossessed this time. I'd much rather have the Butcher. Here's Bergwijn. Nice little pass there. Brilliant pass by Frenkie de Jong. Ball in. Oh. Cut out by Zimmerman. And as we head into close to 70 minutes in this game, you have got to say, Louis van Gaal can get the criticism that he wants from the Dutch media or whoever's watched him in this tournament so far and say the Netherlands are boring, but he has absolutely called this game to perfection. His tactics have been absolutely bang on. because it's 2-0 and they're in control of this game. Defensively, they've been very robust. Counter-attack football, they've been clinical. And people try and mock that. And I never understand this when they go, oh yeah, they park the bus and they play counter-attack football. There's plenty of different ways to play football. And who cares? If you win the game, that's ultimately what matters. This is tournament football. There's no room for sentiment. No room for, oh, they play nice stuff, but they didn't get the job done. If you want to be counter-attacking and play clinical and get the job done, that's what they've done so far. And I think you have to give them credit. And what I am worried about tomorrow with England is that we're on ITV. That curse is real. Ball into the box. Headed over the bar by Virgil van Dijk. Pyramid Scheme says the best football wins, period. I mean, again, I think, football is a tactical game. And I think sometimes fans have to wrap their head around that. Like, football, obviously, it's best when you're playing free flowing stuff and attractive football. But ultimately, if you don't have the best side, you sometimes don't have to play the most attractive football. What matters is you win. That's what matters. If you win, that's all that matters. This is a sport at the end of the day. It's competition. Well, he's got some space here. Quick minus, it's got to be a goal. Oh, what a miss. I mean, they've just said brilliant double save on commentary, but Memphis Depay has just missed a stinker, I think. Clute Minus has the shot. Turner makes the save. He parries it out, and you think it has to be a goal for Memphis Depay. He does a diving header. Frankly, it's right at Turner. He has to score. Has to score. It's a heck of a miss, that. It might be it anyway. Ooh, and Turner collects well. Be interested to see a replay of it. Either way, he's kept his side in it. Kept his country in it. It's got to be offside. Yeah, Haji Wright's offside. You can say I wasn't. You absolutely were. We're just saying it. If they show it, there you go. It's a good hit. I think they're saying, oh, it's a brilliant double save. I think it's a poor header by Memphis Depay. He has to score. Erik ten Hag says, I think the players even agree to a certain point, nice football is not everything, especially not in tournament football. I always say this about people don't remember performances, they remember results. And that's all it is. It's a results-based game. That's always what it is. If the Netherlands win the World Cup, they won't give a damn how they won the World Cup. All they'll care about is that they won it. That's what it always is. If you win titles, it doesn't matter about, nice football or whatever. Manchester United for years played counter-attacking football. Manchester United under Sir Alex Ferguson would go through games where they played rubbish or just, nick games or victories by playing in moments. But we won titles. It doesn't matter. Again, I think nowadays there's an over fascination with style of play, and you can only play one way. And I hate it when people criticize it. Like Jurgen Klopp does it all the time when he goes, oh yeah, but they put everyone behind the ball, but they won the game. Raider. Wow, that did not go out very well, did it? King in the Indies says it's not how you play, it's how well you play in your style. That's it. That's it. If you're playing the best team in the world, let's say you play Manchester City, right? You play Manchester City at the Etihad, where they always win. Why on earth would you go there and play, open, expressive, attacking football? Because you'll lose. They're better at it than you. You're best going there, parking the bus, and looking to nick a goal on the counter-attack or from a set piece. That's how you win the game. That's how you got to do it. Now, granted, it's different if you do have the players to play attractive football and good football, but you don't. That's a different concept altogether. But, yeah, like I said, I think it's weird of some to criticise, like Louis van Gaal in this game. Go, yeah, but you parked the bus against the USA. Yeah, but you win 2-0. That's it. Bad back pass. He might have rounded the keeper. It's off the line. Oh. I tell you what, they got out of danger there. It was Wright who had the shot and it was cleared off the line. I'm not sure who by. Who gave it? Was it Memphis? Memphis Depay with a terrible back pass. And it was creeping just in. And it was Denzel Dumfries once again. Clears it off the line. It's going to be a substitution, I think. And it's going to be Dest who's coming off. And DeAndre Yedlin coming on. That's a heck of a haircut on the back of his head as well. Jeez. Yedlin comes on. Used to play for Newcastle, Spurs. He's got a ton of caps for his country as well. Pulisic, ball in. Headed away by Nathan Ake. Here's Pulisic. Across goal. Is it creeping in? It's in. It's in. It's 2-1. They've got the goal. Oh my goodness. We've got a game on our hands. The USA have pulled one back. It was a scruffy one. It was a scruffy goal. But it's in. Haji Wright gets the goal. I think it is. It doesn't matter though because we have a game. 15 minutes to go. And there's one goal in it. Let's have another look at this. And it's Memphis again and gives the ball away. And Pulisic puts the ball across goal. I tell you what, how that's gone in is absolutely incredible. Pulisic puts it in. I think it might be Wright that gets it in. Let's have a look at this. It's flicked off his foot. He doesn't mean it. There's no way he means that. And it's flicked overwards. And Dumfries goes to clear it. He can't, but it's in the net. Somehow, some way, it's 2-1. Oh my goodness. If he means that, it's the greatest goal I've ever seen. It's the most amazing bit of skill I've ever seen if Wright means it. He doesn't, because there's no way he can mean it. But it's a great goal, either way, because it's now 2-1. We've got a game, and the USA are going to go for it. Wow. Absolutely incredible. And now, we'll have to wait and see. By the way, Memphis Depay is doing his absolute best to give the ball away at every opportunity. He did a back pass. He lost the ball then for that goal. It doesn't matter, though. It's 2-1. Wow. Pressure settings now. The pressure is getting worse. I tell you what, here comes Pulisic again. He's onside. Wright's onside. Keeper's going to sweep. Oh, it does very well. Oh, what a game we've got now. The keeper, Noppert, just did enough. Came out and swept. Wright was through on goal again. What a game. Red Baron with the super chat says, nice football gets you results long term though. Barca and Ajax built a philosophy and foundation on that style and they've reaped the rewards. Absolutely. I do agree with that. It's kind of Memphis Depay. Oh, Steven Bergwijn, no. I do partially agree with that. I think in tournament football though, it's different. Tournament football is slightly different. But you're right long term. We're just seeing here, Memphis. It was a ball, I think, by... Noppert just came out. And I tell you what, it came out and it ricocheted into the middle of the field. And I thought there might be an opportunity for the States to get another goal. But that goal is incredible by Wright. It really is. Anthony Wright gets that goal. Wow. Christian Pulisic. Pulisic takes a strike. Right down the keeper's throat. Noppert makes the save. 12 minutes left. Wow, wow, wow. And to be fair for Noppert, he can't do anything about the goal, I don't think. It's just a fluky goal. I mean, again, if Wright means it, it's incredible, but he doesn't. But absolutely wild. And as I said, I've said in this half, there are goals in this game still. There absolutely are goals in this game, goals in this half. And we've got it. What we saying, guys? Extra time? Can the USA get a goal back? There'll be a chance. There'll absolutely be a chance. I really do think there will be. Simmons looks to be coming on. Xavi Simons is going to be coming on for the Netherlands. Another PSV player. Oh, I tell you what, I love the World Cup knockouts. It's just pressure. Here's DeAndre Yedlin. Is he going to travel with the ball? Musa. Reina switches it. Great touch by Robinson. Can he put the ball in the box? He does. It's cleared. It's an American corner. It's an American corner. Jurrien Timber puts it out. And here comes the United States. I tell you what, there's noise in that stadium now, folks. We've got a tie on our hands. This is knockout football at its best. I think the US are going to make a sub here. Oh no, it was actually Simons was going to come on, but now he's not. They're going to wait for the corner to play out first. Pulisic, ball into the box. It's a bad one. Keeper does really well. I tell you what, Noppert, for a player that had never played for the Netherlands before this World Cup, he made his debut in this competition. He has been really good. Really, really good. And here come the Netherlands again. It's Frenkie de Jong. Puts it out to Daley Blind. Good pass. Depay. Gives it back to de Jong. Puts it back out to Daley Blind. Is he going to put a ball into the box? Does so. Back post. He's free! It's 3-1. I tell you what. It's a great... He's done everything in this game, Denzel Dumfries. 2 assists and now a goal. It's 3-1. Goal. Game over. That is shocking defending because he's absolutely completely free, but he doesn't miss. He's been absolutely fantastic in this game. Denzel Dumfries gets the assist for both of the goals, and now he tops off an absolutely brilliant performance with a goal. Look at this. Absolutely, look at this. It comes back. It's wing back to wing back. Blind, look at this. Cross ball. Dumfries, that is awful. That is awful, awful defending because Daley Blind takes a look. He literally takes a look up and he can see Dumfries. He's waving. He's going like, I'm free. I'm free. But you still have to pick him out. Blind does that. It's a great finish. It's 3-1. That's all she wrote, folks. Game over. Absolutely game over. It must be said, again, that marking from that goal is shocking. Absolutely shocking. Where's Anthony Robinson? Because he wasn't there. He was not there at all. It's terrible. But Dumfries has been... I said during this game so far, I've been really, really impressed by Denzel Dumfries. And Memphis Depay is coming off. Xavi Simons is coming on. But it's 3-1. And that's going to be game over. Dumfries has been very, very good. I've been really impressed. We were linked with him over the summer. His 2 assists for his goals in the first half were excellent. And his finish there, good finish. But from a US defensive point of view, really, really poor. I mean, when you're 2-1 down, you've just got back into the game. You've got 10 minutes left of the game. Daley Blind should not be able to look up when he's crossing the ball into the box and see the right wing back in the box with his hands in the air saying, I'm free. I can't believe I'm free. The technique from Blind to pick him out is excellent because you've got to put the ball in, and the technique to finish it is excellent. But as a coach, you'd just be absolutely furious because if you make that kind of mistake at this level, international level, knockout football in the World Cup, you get punished. And that's exactly what happened there. 3-1. But again, Dumfries, he should be the one at the end of the game who's with that Budweiser trophy because he's been fantastic. King of the Indie says, man of the match, Denzel. I would agree. I've been really, really impressed by him. He's dominated that right-hand side. He showed aggression, speed, stamina. He showed an ability to pick out the right pass twice. Not just throw the ball into the box randomly. He's picked out a person twice for a goal twice. He's also travelled into the box in the 80th minute, showing that stamina. He showed the composure to get the goal too. Fantastic. What a great game. Great goal. Great player. And shout out Daley Blind as well for the assist. As I mentioned, it's one thing to get your head up and see the players in there, but you still have to pick out the right ball and the right pass. And Blind did that. A goal and an assist for Daley Blind as well. And just when the USA thought they were getting back into the game, football can be cruel and it can take it from you. And now the USA, the 2-goal deficit's there once again. Ake clears it. It's been an enjoyable game though, absolutely. That's going to be a free kick to the Netherlands as well. Xavi Simons was fouled. King of the Indie says, the flying Denzel. Erik ten Hag says, facts, Owen, Denzel, match of the night. Match of the night, man of the match. I mean, I literally barely got any of the words right. There, match of the night. Pyramid saying, Denzel looking like a man on fire. Be sure to smash a like on the like button, folks. Let's see how many likes are on. 113. Let's get to 150. We can get to 150. We got over 300 people watching. 100% we can. And be sure to subscribe as well, bottom right-hand corner, if you haven't already. This tournament, I tell you what, is also as well. It's just, I don't know, as a United fan, because this is a United channel, like, it just feels like everything that happens keeps proving Erik ten Hag right. You know what I mean? That's a good through ball. We might make it. Van Dijk defends well, puts out for a corner. Yeah, whenever like a player we were linked to plays well, like Cody Gakpo, like Denzel Dumfries, they're still... Pyramid, was it... I wouldn't have got the reference. Cultural differences. I haven't seen many Denzel Washington films. I actually really haven't. Ball in the box. Zimmerman. Oh, that would have been amazing. He tried the overhead kick, tried the touch volley Berbatov special. But less than 5 minutes remain, and less than 5 minutes remain not only of the match, but also the US's time in this tournament, one would think. And the Netherlands look to be on their way to the quarterfinals. Goal kick, though, and Noppert's going to take. I've been really impressed with him as well, Noppert. I think he's had a really good game. Looks to be a solid goalkeeper. It's a good touch, that, by Bergwijn. Travels with it. There's only one person in the box. It's going to be Simons. Here's Cody Gakpo. I mean, I mentioned it in the first half after about 20 minutes. And I said it at half-time as well. I was really impressed with just the right-hand side in general. With the Netherlands in this game. Of course, Denzel Dumfries, who I do think is the man of the match. I think he's been absolutely sensational. But also, when Cody Gakpo, who has been playing off the right-hand side in this game, when he drifts out to those sort of really far-right positions, Dumfries is always there, either to link up or to overlap. And I think their interchange has been really, really good in this game. And you've got two players there that are in red-hot form. Here's Reina. Adams, Robinson. Here comes Reina once again. And it's got to be something very, very special for the US at this point, I think. Here come the US. It might be counter-attacks on now. Xavi Simons. Bergwijn's the only person there. I mean, the Netherlands are very, very much defensive now. Because why would you be super attacking at this point? But as I spoke about during the game, I think you have to give very much credit to Louis van Gaal and his coaching staff in this game, because they've got it absolutely spot on. They really, really have. I think even during periods in which the USA fought, and they did fight valiantly, and they tested the Netherlands, and they got a goal back. They did not panic. They reacted, and they've looked resolute. And you got to take them seriously. Absolutely take them seriously. Hadji right. Here's Yedlin. And it's Musa. Ball into the box, headed away by Nathan Ake. So that back five of the Netherlands is very strong, isn't it? The three central defenders, Ake, Van Dijk, Timber, I've got just the right mix of mobility and strength involved with them. And experience, of course. Then you've got the wing-backs. Denzel Dumfries, who's been sensational. Even Daley Blind, who, of course, he's not going to get up and down. But when he makes the run, and when he's found in those positions out wide, he can do the job. And obviously, defensively, when it does really shift into a flat back five, he's very, very solid. So I think the Netherlands, they might be starting to peak a little bit here. People said they were boring, but it's about getting through the group and peaking at the right time. Here's Simons. Oh, back heel. Oh, brilliant. Bergwijn, he's trying to go through people. Simons gives it back to Bergwijn. On the turn. Oh, just not enough. And he was offside in the end. Bergwijn was off just about. As Reno says, Erik ten Hag shortlisted players that seem to be doing well in the World Cup. Whoever we bring in, Erik ten Hag, we trust. Look, Erik ten Hag, you can talk about the scouting department of Manchester United. The best scout we've got is Erik ten Hag. Because I know we were linked to a lot of players in the summer, and a lot of them were Dutch players. But have a look. Have a look. I mean, there might have been a little bit of bias because, of course, Erik ten Hag himself is from the Netherlands. But in addition to that, we're talking about, you know, a team that's full of good players. And there are good players in the Eredivisie, and there are very good players in the Netherlands squad. That's why Erik ten Hag wanted them, because they've got quality players. And I think we've seen a couple in this game that we think, we'd have them. We'd have them all day at United. 6 minutes of injury time, though. There were a couple of stoppages in this second half. Robinson, ball into the box. Headed away by Ake. And that's a free kick. Ake took a hit there. Frankie de Jong got a booking. As we're in stoppage time now. Be sure to smash a like on the like button, though, guys. Over 300 people watching. See how many likes we're on. We are 21 likes away from 150. I believe we can do it. We can get to 150 to wrap up this match for you as well. So if you haven't already, click that like button. Be sure to subscribe too. As Noppert with a free kick for the Netherlands. And there's going to be some more substitutions. Wout Weghorst and Matthias de Ligt is going to come on. De Ligt as well. Whoa. He can't even get in the team. He was Ajax captain all the way to the Champions League semi-final. Now, of course, at Bayern Munich. Here's Pulisic. Ball put into the box. Ake with the header away. Ake's had so many headers this game. Ake's been really brilliant. Again, I think their back three has done very well. Elias says, oh, where's KG hiding? I would assume at home. I would assume that's where he is, considering that's where he lives. But it was a week ago tomorrow that I went to KG show. Too bold, too hilarious. If they do another one, go to it. It's brilliant. Him and Travis did an awesome job. It was honestly so much fun. They both absolutely killed it. Their sets were fantastic. Q&A afterwards. I would think, I mean, I don't know, but I'm assuming, considering Tyson Fury is fighting tonight at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, that the Undefeated podcast will be doing something, unless they're in attendance, which is a possibility as well. So if they're not, then tune into that. Absolutely. And also, as well, as we've got about 3 minutes left, I do want to send well wishes and best wishes and thoughts to Pele and his family, of course. Horrible news that he's basically been transferred into end-of-life care. There's reports that allegedly his chemotherapy for his cancer is not working, which is incredibly sad. You know, to lose arguably the greatest player ever during the World Cup at any point would be incredibly sad. So thoughts and prayers and condolences go out to his family. Shot by Musa, blocked. As we have about 2.5 minutes remaining, here's Aronson. That's a great tackle by Daley Blind. He's done so well there. Erik ten Hag says, De Ligt calmness went gone after going to Juventus, took over Italian defending. Yeah, it didn't really work out that well with him there, did it? But he's at Bayern Munich now. Maybe he saw the writing on the wall as it was when it came to Juventus this summer. Ball into the box. Oof. I tell you what. It was Hadji, right? He got it up in the air. Certainly rose there. Couldn't get enough on it. Ball out for a throw-in by Dumfries. DeAndre Yedlin with the throw-in. But the Netherlands are on their way to the quarterfinals. And they're certainly a team to be quite worried about, one would assume. Is there a possibility that England could face them? Is that a team we could face in the quarterfinals, I think? Possibility? I might be wrong with that. But you can let me know. If that is, that would be a game and a half. I'd be a bit concerned going up against the Netherlands. Got to get through Senegal, though, first. Again, we're playing them on ITV tomorrow, and our record on ITV is rubbish. Absolutely terrible. Here's Xavi Simons. I'd saying France might be the quarterfinal. Gotcha. Oof. Now that would be something, wouldn't it? Can't get Netherlands to the semis at best. Got it. Yes. The ITV curse is real, by the way. Very real. Our win percentage on there is terrible. But it's 3-1 to the Netherlands. Goals from Memphis Depay, Daley Blind, and of course Denzel Dumfries. Dumfries with 2 assists as well. Blind with an assist as well. But I think there'll be, obviously, USA going out here. I think the USA will think, you know what, we've had a decent tournament, came up against a good side, and heading into the next World Cup, 4 years' time, you would expect this group of players will grow, get more experience. They're a young side, and I think there'll be certainly a lot of positives to take away from the US in this one. As the ball is headed to Turner there. And that's it. Game over. The full-time whistle goes, and the Netherlands win 3-1. The United States of America are out. It's all about 4 years' time where they'll be one of the host nations at the World Cup. But the Netherlands are through. They're into the quarterfinal of the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. And Louis van Gaal gets it absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. His team plays excellently. Fantastic goals from the likes of Memphis Depay, Daley Blind, and Denzel Dumfries. Assist, 2 from Dumfries for the first 2. Daley Blind with an assist for the second one. Cody Gakpo also plays very well. And I've been very, very, very impressed with the Netherlands in this one. Fantastic performance. And they're the first side into the quarterfinals. And they're one of the teams to be worried about. They're one of the teams to be scared about. I don't think there's any... I don't think the USA should be too downbeat or too disheartened. I think they put in a good account of themselves. I think they just came up against a better team with better players and a better coach. And ultimately, when it comes to knockout football, that's what it's all about. Louis van Gaal kind of changed his tactics a little bit. Didn't dominate the ball as much. Sat back. Played counter-attacking football, was clinical, played some really nice stuff. The wing-back system absolutely nailed it. The back 3 into a back 5 looks really strong. I thought their goalkeeper did well. I thought even people that came for half-time like Klaassen played well too. They've got a good side, they've got a good squad and a good coach. They're scoring goals. I think they'll be dangerous. As I said about the USA, I don't think they have to be particularly downbeat or too disheartened. Of course, going out of a tournament is always upsetting. Losing on a big stage like the World Cup is always upsetting. But at the same time, I think they just came up against a better side. 4 years' time, they've already qualified, so the build should start now for them. And I think there are definitely positives there. But certainly, as an England fan sitting here, knowing that at some point possibly could have to play the Netherlands, they're a team to be concerned about because they've got good quality players there, and as we're just seeing them at full time in their little huddle, they look to be certainly feeling very positive, and they should. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Be sure to smash a like on the like button, guys. Be sure to subscribe as well, bottom right-hand corner. A reminder, I will be back later on this evening for the next game in the last 16 of the Qatar 2022 FIFA World Cup. That is Argentina versus Australia. Kickoff for that one is 7 p.m. UK time, so I will be live at 6:45, 15 minutes before kickoff, and we'll watch that one together. A reminder, as always, you can smash a like on the like button. You can subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. You can also join the UV Members Club. Links in the video description description. It's also the pinned comment in the live chat. And as I spoke about earlier on, you can also get involved in the Community Giveback scheme of Fresh Ego FC and Anthony Joshua's charity there as well. Links in the video description to donate or extra information to get involved as well. So there you go, guys. As I mentioned, I'll be back later on this evening. This stream, when it ends, will actually redirect you to this evening stream, so you can get a reminder on there, or you can just leave it open for when I go live in a few hours' time. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Have a good evening, and I'll see you again later on. Peace.